Hey Riddlers, when you get lost on your way to your dream holiday, just find the nearest town and ask for directions. That's what Rupert and Oliver did. It was already late, so they spent the night at a motel. Big mistake. The food looked great. I wish I could smell it. My nose is blocked. So tired of these allergies. Suddenly, the lights went off, and everyone fell asleep. Next morning, Rupert had a terrible headache. He couldn't remember anything. Look at these two photos from before and after the lights went out. Everyone was having dinner and chatting. Maybe something was wrong with the food? What actually happened in that dining room? The balloon. They're all popped in the second photo. They must have been filled with sleeping gas. Someone wanted everyone asleep. Fast. Very weird. Anyway, where's Oliver? And all his stuff? Rupert headed down to the receptionist. He asked her if she saw Oliver this morning, or knew anything about last night. She didn't answer. She didn't really even look at him. As he turned away, he saw a note on the receptionist's desk. I took your car. Be back in the evening. Oliver. Rupert was sure that Oliver didn't write it. How did he know? If someone was trying to prank Rupert, they'd gone too far. The car keys were still here. Oliver didn't drive anywhere. Rupert ran outside. The car was still there, empty. Suddenly, it got really cold and foggy. A winter day in the middle of summer. The streets were empty and quiet. Rupert could hear the wind rustling in the grass, whispering his name. He saw a lady and ran up to her. Maybe she could help him. He told her about Oliver and that no one wants to talk to him and that this whole place is so weird and creepy. She told him she'd called the police. She took her phone out and told the cops to come to 1514 Elm Street. She told Rupert to calm down. The police would be there any minute. But Rupert knew she was lying. How? She faked the call. Her phone didn't have a signal. She obviously was not gonna help him, so he just walked off. Rupert was starting to lose patience. He had to find out what was going on. A few minutes later, Rupert saw an old man fixing his car in the driveway. Rupert asked him if he had seen Oliver. The man said he was cooking breakfast and saw a young guy through the window. The young guy was messing with his car, so the man came outside to check on him. Rupert looked around. He was pretty sure the old man never saw Oliver. How did he know? What's wrong with this town? The only thing this man can see through his window is the fence, not his car. Rupert was walking away when he heard, I can see more than you think, Rupert. Rupert was about to turn around again, but just then he saw a dog. It had a piece of cloth in its mouth. He picked it up and read it. Save me, Oliver. This was all getting out of hand. Rupert had to find Oliver right away. He saw 3 buildings, the old town hall, a gas station, and a grocery store. Where did this little dog come from? The town hall. The piece of cloth matches the curtains. Let's go! Rupert ran as fast as he could. It was getting colder and colder. Someone called out his name. He turned around, but no one was there. The town hall looked abandoned, and of course the front door was locked. Rupert ran round back and found another entrance. This door would definitely open. Good, he was about to freeze. How did Rupert know it would open? Someone was just here. They knocked down the icicles when they opened the door. Rupert walked inside. It was even colder than outside. He paced through a long corridor with one thing on his mind. Where was Oliver? Rupert found a board. 101, Head of Department. 102, Conference Hall. 103, Secretary. 104, Cafe. Then it happened. Random things started to fly up and spin around him. He froze and screamed. It looked like they were dancing in midair. Was this a hint from beyond the grave? What do they all have in common? Well, they're all creepy for one thing. Headphones, a headband, and a nail. They all have head in them. He hit the nail right on it. He had to go to room 101, the head of department. As soon as he figured it out, the flying objects fell down, motionless. Rupert walked in. There was a sign on the dusty wall. It wasn't there a second ago. Rupert, the answer is here. There was a big safe under the sign, with different symbols on it. A sunflower, an egg, a rainbow, and a carrot. 317. What's the last number? The code is 3172. Each number is the number of colors in each symbol. The safe creaked open. Inside was a one-word note. Run. The door behind Rupert slammed, and he jumped out of his skin. Better not try that door again. There were 3 other doors. There were barrels leaking radioactive waste behind the first door. The second door led to toxic gas. There was ascorbic acid covering the floor behind the third door. Which way is safe? Ascorbic acid is also known as vitamin C, totally harmless. Rupert ran outside and saw Oliver off in the distance. He set out after him, but a man blocked his way. He looked desperate. He said he was robbed. The thief hit him in the eye and ran off. Robert knew he was lying. How did he know? He's just wasting Rupert's time. The thief hit him in the eye, so his glasses should have smashed. Liar. Rupert caught up with Oliver. He was standing in the middle of the road with his eyes wide open. "I'm so happy to see you! How did you send me all those messages?" "I didn't." Rupert grabbed his arm and dragged him to the car. "It's time to get out of here. I bet it's this chemical plant. Pumping stuff into the air, making people go crazy. Even you." So, why didn't it affect Rupert? Tell us your ideas in the comments.
Oh no!